Hello there, this is David from David Books and Comics, and today thought I'd go through my Sonja collection again. One of the reasons is because I picked up another number one in the series, their first solo series, and it was reasonably priced. It was in more like fine condition, probably in the nines, high eights or nines. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll show you again the Marvel feature ones, which was the Frank Thorne run. With there's the cover by Gil Kane, interior artist by Frank Thorne, and that's number one. Number two, and there's the Frank Thorne cover, and here's another Frank Thorne cover. This is number three. And one of the best of all the covers, one of the best Frank Thorne covers. It's number 4. Number 5. Number 6. That there, like that. And number 7. So, and that looks to be like Thorne and Buscema. It doesn't, maybe it is all Frank Thorne. I detect a little bit of the inking to be a little different. Anyway, so there's that. Unless Thorne is just imitating Buscema. Anyway, here's another great cover, and this is the recent pickup. This is number 1. And again, when I look closely at it, both interior and exterior, it is in what looks to be it's pretty much it has some creases on there, so it's very fine. You can see it on the spine there, down by the staple, right there. Anyway, it could probably be upgraded to to a higher grade, but that's okay. It's number 1. So I'm happy to get that. Number 2 is this one, and that's a Frank Thorne cover. Number 3 is a Frank Thorne cover. Number 4 I don't have. Number 5. Sorry for the glare. So that's number 5. Beautiful covers, by the way. There you go. Number 5. There's number 6. I'll just move that aside. Might as well. Number 7. Alright. Don't have number 8. There's number 9. And that's a Frank Thorne cover. Number 10, signed by Frank Thorne. Number 11, and that's one of the last, I think, Frank Thorne covers. Yeah, that's the last, I believe. Beautiful cover, by the way. Nice colors. And there's number 12. Number 13. And that's a Bruner cover. It's signed by the writer. Sorry, the artist. Yeah, right there. You can see it. R. Bruner. And there's Frank Bruner, signed by the artist. And last but not least, a Dave Cockrum cover featuring Red Sonja. And here it is, right here. Alright, so that's that. And a lot of you have been asking about my books. And I thought, okay, I'll show you the Sonja books again. We'll go over it in detail so you can get a look at their publication date and so on. Alright? First on the docket is this one. This is Red Sonja number 1. And I'm just going to take a look through it. And there's a former owner there. And the writers, David C. Smith, Richard Tierney, basically series writers. For some reason, the copyright owner is Glenn Lord. And this is copyright 1981. And this is a world first edition. And that's the real creator, Roy Thomas. Beautiful book, by the way, with an excellent Boris Vallejo cover. It's well worth the purchase that it was, $2.25. The story is really, I don't want to say it's a hack because it's a competently written story, but the story is your typical sword and sorcery fantasy, which would have suited a comic book more than a novel, actually. And there's Red Sonja, Demon Knight. And this one is a second printing. Nice copy. Beautiful Boris Vallejo cover. That's that. This is number 3, of course. When Hell Laughs. And again, signed by Boris Vallejo in 1982. A very violent cover. And there you go. First edition. And here we have Red Sonja number 4. Beautiful cover. And it's published by arrangement with the estate of Robert E. Howard. Really. Copyright Glenn Lord. And I believe this is the first. Doesn't say it, but I suspect it's the first edition. Endithor's Daughter by David C. Smith and Richard Tierney. And this one is another Boris Vallejo cover, Against the Prince of Hell. And this is what simply a good copy. And there you see, second printing. And the cover feels and looks faded. She lived in a savage world, in an uncivilized age, ruled by men and governed by the sword. They called her Red Sonja. So it's a 200-page book. There's the Conan books. All right, so that's that one. Number 5. Number 6 is The Star of Doom. Interesting cover. Vallejo artwork. Boris Vallejo. And that's third printing, 1985. So whether you get them in the first editions or in the later printings, they are hard to find in any condition. All right. So the main reason why I wanted to show this is not just to show the paperbacks, but to show the purchase that I made. Nice copy of Red Sonja #1. One of the better covers by the artist Frank Thorne. Frank Thorne is a great artist. He created another character, Sword and Sorcery, almost modeled her after, completely modeled her after Red Sonja, but the character was called Gita. That's Ghita, Gita. But the character features a lot of adult scenes, something that seemed to capture the interest of Frank Thorne and others. The Gita books, I believe there's books available on her if you want to research and look it up online. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short presentation on Red Sonja, one of my favorite comic book characters, especially the books that were drawn by Frank Thorne. Excellent artist, and one of the better artists from Marvel back in the 1970s when this first came out. All right, thank you for watching. Thanks everyone for your subscriptions, and as always, the comments are always helpful. Thanks. Bye.